Hello guys, my name is Helena. I'm an English teacher. This video lesson is a part of my course on how to write IELTS essays. Let's begin. Lesson 7 and the final lesson of this course. This lesson will look at how to write a conclusion to an exam essay. So, to write a conclusion to an IELTS or any exam essay, you need to first summarize the ideas of your previous paragraphs. My pro tip here is remember to paraphrase as much as possible in the conclusion too. To refresh or learn about paraphrasing, you can go back to lesson 5 of this course. Now back to conclusions. The summary of ideas may sometimes be enough. If you're running out of time, try to write at least the summary. Even if it is one sentence, it will still count as your conclusion and will positively affect your score. If your essay does not have a conclusion, your score will go down somewhat. However, to write a good conclusion, I recommend that you write another sentence or two in which you express your opinion or a wish or perhaps some kind of recommendation for the future. But here it's important to stay on topic. You've got to stay on topic in these final sentences too, and please do not introduce any new ideas here. You don't need to start a new essay. You just need to finish what you wrote before. So, as usual, let's have a look at an example and see how it all works in practice. So, writing a conclusion. For this example, I'll take the same prompt that I used in the previous lessons. Obesity has become a serious health issue worldwide. Discuss ways to solve the problem. And here are the paragraphs that I wrote before for this prompt. I'll read them out aloud for those of you who are on your phones and perhaps the text is too small. So the introduction goes, being dangerously overweight is a health concern that affects people in almost every country and therefore should not be taken lightly. This essay will suggest a variety of solutions to the issue of obesity. My first paragraph goes, one possible strategy that could help tackle the problem is for governments to address obesity's main cause, which is unhealthy eating habits among the general population. It is important to educate people on how they can change their diets so they can lose weight and not gain it again. This could be achieved via government-funded social media accounts, which would give nutritional advice to the public in an engaging and entertaining way. Additionally, local health centers could work with their residents directly, giving them proper dietary instruction and explaining its benefits. Here is body paragraph 2. Another approach to decreasing obesity is providing pupils with healthy and balanced meals at school, as well as teaching them on the importance of a healthy diet. At the same time, unhealthy snacks such as potato crisps, chocolate bars, or sugary sodas could be banned from being sold on school grounds. These three measures would not only help reduce childhood obesity, but would also help children develop the right dietary patterns necessary to make correct food choices in the future. As a result, these children would go on to become adults who are informed and educated about their diets and unlikely to be obese. And to write a conclusion, I first need to summarize these paragraphs. Here is the summary of my ideas. To sum up, helping people to form the right nutritional habits is an important solution in combating the issue of obesity. Both of my paragraphs, body paragraphs, focused on the same idea, the idea of forming the right eating habits. So, my summary has only one sentence. If the ideas of your body paragraphs were different, it would be fine, of course, to have two sentences in the summary that would summarize one body paragraph each. but I only wrote one sentence so far, so it's a good idea to add another one. And I decided to express my opinion, sort of, or a wish for the future. It goes like this. If governments from every corner of the globe implemented these ideas, their societies would be healthier and less likely to suffer from excessive weight gain. In this last sentence, I stayed on the topic of obesity and its possible solutions. You should always do the same, guys. No new topics in the conclusion, please. And finally, congratulations, guys. Here is our essay. And you also now know how to write an IELTS essay. So go on and practice writing your own essays to convert this knowledge into good writing skills. This is the end of lesson 7 and also the end of this course. I hope you enjoyed this course. If you'd like to see more courses and more lessons like this on this channel, please remember to like, subscribe and comment. Bye!